I am not going to make any best friends from now on because this hurts, bro. This hurt.
You cannot date like your friend's ex because it's such a like bro.
Because we can find
like
another
that.
guy, we can't find another girl.
I swear, for most of our lives, we make friends based on proximity.
Yeah.
This person is here, so he or she is my friend. We should really not call everybody our friend. I'm waiting for her. It's been a long ass 8-hour long day, and she's half an hour late. Again, half an hour late, a stranger who I've never met. I'm like, is she even coming? Am I getting ghosted? Was it even real? But then she comes with such a good vibe. I have to tell you this because I have never. This is why I never tell her. There's a reason why it was never disclosed.
Yeah. That's why it was never discussed.
Right?
Yeah.
But she came in with, like, with so much energy, the chirpiness, like I felt revived. And I kid you not, we talked for 3 hours straight on our first meeting.
On our first meeting, and we basically discussed our whole life from, I don't know, maybe 10th grade, 12th grade to what happened till we were there, the
Therapy,
present
bro.
day, whatever that was.
Yeah.
We literally discussed every detail that should have been discussed in maybe 5, 8, 10 meetings, or maybe over a course of friendship. I don't know, maybe I was high on caffeine, she was high on caffeine, we were high on caffeine, we had coffee, I had an energy drink before coming
Yeah.
in. So we were like just yapping for 3 hours, and the cafe was about to close at 6
Yeah.
p.m. or 7 p.m. and we were, I think,
Yeah.
the last ones left there.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, that's how we met.
That's how we met.
That's how we met, and that's how we vibed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, I don't know, we just took it from there, and that's how we are here.
That's how Gigi Unplugged was born, guys.
Yes. Because we thought, why we
Yeah.
are sharing some things with each other where we can
Right.
share that with the world.
Yep.
So why not? Right? So talking about the girlhood, that's how we met, that's how everything
Yeah.
started.
What's your definition of being a girl's girl? Then I'll tell you mine as well, guys.
For me, I was never a girl's girl. Okay. Right?
Hard to believe.
I'm not scared to admit it also, but I too have a group of boyfriends, all of my guy friends, and I've been very close to guy friends from, I think, my school time. I had a lot of best friends in my past, but I got betrayed. I don't know if it was my fault, their fault, but I cried so many times in front of my mother and in front of my mama, saying like, I don't know what happened to her, why this is happening to me, this and that. So I had a best friend in my school, then I had a best friend in my college years, then like in between here and there, I had a very close best friend from a very long time, maybe 4 or 5 years. And then when that friendship broke, I was like, no, I am not going to make any best friends from now on because this hurts, bro. This
I bet.
hurt. But then I don't know who told me, like, maybe you've not found your girls.
Yeah.
So unless you've not found your girls, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, makes sense.
Facts.
Makes sense. And maybe I have to change some things in me. So for me, girlhood means being there for your girl,
Most definitely.
no matter who you are with,
Yeah.
where you are with, you have a boyfriend, you don't have a boyfriend,
Yeah.
you are with your girl.
Yeah.
Right? That's me. That's the end of it. If she wants me there, I'm going to be there. I have nothing to hide. I have no jealousy. I have nothing there. That's a pure girlhood friendship.
Yeah.
And if there is something, we need to address
Yeah.
it, because
Yeah.
I think most of the friendships, it broke. It got broke because we don't address the issues, and then it just keeps on piling up. And
Yeah.
like, done. We are done.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. So yeah, that's me. What about you? What's
That's
your
so
definition
cute,
of girls?
I was just actually talking about this to mom pretty much like a couple of days ago, that how in my case both my guy friendships and female friendships have shaped me in a very different way. So my guy friends have given me this, like, the literal phrasing they would use when I'm like going through some shit or like having a downer. They're like, tu sher hai, chal. So they're like, you're strong, you're a fucking lion, dude, like get the fuck up, like it's gurish. They just have so much faith in me.
That's actually a good friend circle to have. Actually.
Touch, I'm telling you, I have a very solid friend circle. They're very like, and I sometimes get like, I used to initially get very scared of the fact that my friends put a lot of faith in me. I'm like, I hope I don't fail them. Like the way people have it for their families, because for some apparent reason, it's just the fact I think I started earning really young and all of those things that they were like, if anybody can do it, it's her. She's been at it for so long, she might as well.
I know, but having this friend circle
Yeah.
is so important.
important.
I don't know if it's girls around you or the
Yeah.
friend circle around you or anybody around you. Having a few friends who really pushes you is such a blessing.
That
It's such a
ride or die
blessing.
system of people that
I
you can just
know.
reach out when you're like, I'm done, bro. I need
need-
my people.
Yeah, I
And
know.
That's sometimes I literally crave my people.
My
I
people,
don't want to
I
go
know.
to just anybody and talk. I want my,
My
set
pe-
of people.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, I can relate. And having moved away from your friends,
Yeah.
that hurts a lot because my friends are in Vancouver and I might go there
Yeah.
twice a year or
Yeah.
some there.
Yeah.
But like it hurts.
Of course
I
it
can't sit
does.
with my friends, my girls, my
Yeah.
boys there and just talk about it. right?
Yeah. The other day I was telling my friend, like, just come over. And like she's in India. But I was like,
Wow.
I low-key really want to say just fucking book a cab and come over you. Like I just want to sit with you and get bored together. Like just
Yeah.
scroll on our phones.
Yes. That's
That is
that's
so
such underrated thing to do. Like if you have to be friends, you have to like put in efforts, you have to go out.
You
No.
have to spend money to go out.
No, the ultimate goal of friendship is to sit together and do nothing.
Thing.
Literally nothing. It's just you and her present.
That's
it.
What a beautiful friendship. You don't have to put in like any effort. Like the nothingness is like the how couples say like I want to be comfortable with someone doing nothing.
Yeah.
Same with a friend, dude. If I'm comfortable with you doing nothing, I love
Love.
you. That's the purest form of love you can
if don't
expect
have,
from me.
If you don't have to be somebody
Yeah.
with somebody, I love that friendship.
Yeah, and so I am an ambivert, but when I'm honestly with my friends,
You are
I'm
not an ambivert.
okay. Everybody gives me that shit. Like I'm extrovert max. That's what you're gonna say, right?
Extrovert at max.
I knew it.
You are an extrovert. She can't stop talking even if she met a person for the first time. She's an extrovert. And I'm sitting there like, I need my time to open up with somebody if I'm not vibing it. But she's an extrovert to the...
I think it's also the salesiness in me being like in whatever work. Shut up. Being in whatever workspace I've been, that I can definitely carry out a conversation with a stranger, but would I want to? And like female friend, honestly, okay, in my case, female friendships has helped me heal that. I also have more female friends. Like they're gonna be real offended, by the way. I'm just talking about my best friend all this while. So I'll go with all throughout school life. It was a gang, not a group, a gang of us 3 girls. Because teachers have literally said it like, you guys think you're gangsters or what? Like three girls, dude. And I was in a co-ed school. Mind you, that's a lot for a teacher to say, you 3 girls, like you do not care. And we just, like, I laugh a lot, just generally, right? And we 3 used to do just that. And all my teachers are like, are these kids like on the spectrum? Like, are they okay? Because nobody laughs as much. And they literally, to a point, have like slyly conveyed it to our parents, like, are they okay?
Wow.
Because
nice.
it's that.
So you were not a good kid in school.
No. No. Let me break it down honestly. I was a good
But with the...
no, I was a
Gangster
good
face.
kid till I was good. I was a great kid, a very intelligent kid till like 6th standard. Because I would say I'm a smart person, but I'm not book smart. I'm street smart. Very that. And 7th onwards, your hormones and shit, and then you get your friend group basically. So not really interested in studies anymore, right? And that's how it happened. That's how we started like chilling out in school, bunking classes within the school, being here and there. Like it's a social science class and we're in the ground and just the usual.
That was me also. In my
The
8th,
usual.
9th, 10th,
Yeah.
10th standard, I had the best time of my life.
I did as
Best
well,
time.
which is why I got maths compartment, bro, in 10th standard.
Oh.
And okay, math and me, I don't know, bro. Okay, 2 things I don't know: maths and directions.
Me too.
I'm
challenged. Trying to...
yeah, I'm directionally
Yeah,
challenged.
so we should not go out together.
Dumb and Dumber, no.
I'm like, we're gonna go left. No, we went the other day. Remember to take this.
We did, and I was just following you, and I think, yeah, oh shit, yes.
I'm like, is this going south? Is it going north? I'm
Yeah.
like, map is showing like this. We both are like same.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm-
good with maths as well. I'm like, numbers.
Yeah, I'm like plus minus multiplication. I got.
Basic math, we are not.
I guess
we are
division
not
maybe
dumb.
I'll take a little time. Like the way, like that's how.
We are not dumb guys. We're just. We are good at girls' math.
That. You know what? Let's come to that.
We are good at girls'
math.
but not maths.
Yeah.
So everybody who's listening, there is a girls' math, and
course
girls
there is.
are good at it, but we are
Trust
not good
me.
at maths.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is girls' math for everybody who's listening? What's girls' math? Let us break it down,
For
today.
you. Yeah.
You wanna go?
All right, I'll take it forward, guys. So basically, if I'm spending in cash, that's not money gone from my account. So it's not. So it doesn't count. Like it's free. I paid in cash.
That's girls.
I tip in cash. I love it. I feel 0% guilty because when sorry guys, but when I press that 18%, I really want to tip you all. But it just I don't know. It's the I don't know. It's the Indian in me or it's something.
No, it's not Indian in you. It's I don't know. Maybe it's Indian.
Okay, let's not say that. I don't want to get cancelled on my first episode.
Yeah.
Let's not say that. It's the shit.
So the girls math is if you have a gift card with you which you purchase with your own money, but if it's a gift card and you go shopping, basically you're not spending anything which is not going
course.
out of your account is not money.
money.
It's cash, it's a gift card,
Yeah.
it's somebody's whatever that is.
Yeah, I'll take it a step forward. If I am using the public transit and I'm not taking an Uber, which is why I am saving my money and I can use that money to buy my lattes, my coffee,
coffees.
and then that's free. That's essentially
That's
free.
also free.
What's the idea of a girl's dinner? Like a girl dinner. You have seen those,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Girl dinner.
My favorite girl dinner is pasta. I love pasta. I die for pasta. I
She's
live for
told my
pasta. My name should be Sim Pasta. That's how much I love pasta.
Alrighty.
So I love pasta. I don't know if it's pasta or pasta, but I'll say
you're good.
pasta. So I love pasta, and then I would have. I don't like green teas and all, but I would like have a wine. Maybe wine,
Yeah.
maybe, or I don't know.
Are you a red wine girl, rosé or white?
I'm a rosé. I love
Shit,
rosé.
classy.
Yes, I love rosé. Or I love my sodas. I die
that.
for my sodas. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know like how I became this girl, but I need a drink with my food unless
Yeah.
I won't eat. I don't know why.
I get like fucking crates of diet soda with every
Yeah.
grocery purchase. Never mind, not into my unhealthy habits. As I was gonna say, okay, my favorite girl dinner. She just stole my answer like blatantly. So it was gonna be. Oh God, it was gonna be spaghetti and a glass. Oh my God, a glass of wine, but preferably Pinot Noir and the red kind. Yeah, and
You love red wine? Red wine for me is kind of way too red. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain that.
But she's called red wine.
It's like it's maybe too much for me.
That's
I
okay.
don't like the aftertaste of having a red wine, but in case some red wines are actually very subtle. We were talking about girlhood. I don't know where this podcast is going, but I love this.
That's the format you are.
Yeah, this is what it's going to be. So, we all know they have a like bros, like guys have a bro code. What is a girl code? Let's talk
Before
about it.
you ask me what is girl code, let me ask you a little interesting question. I think one.
You can't play Uno reverse.
No,
here.
I am baby. I am baby.
You can't play Uno reverse.
That's
here.
exactly what's happening. So the moment you said bro code, one like thing or situation that particularly is discussed a lot in bro code is like you cannot date like your friend's ex because it's such a like bro. She's bro's ex now. I can't date her. What's your take on that? Would you date your friend's ex?
If would I date my friend's ex?
You still have that girlfriend in life, but they are not just whatever her ex is not. Of course, it's an ex. they're not dating anymore. We can explain
I
that.
would not date unless like everybody's okay in the
How would
whoever
that
is in the
conversation
room.
go? I really want to know the steps. Literally, this is so intriguing. Like, okay,
I don't think the conversation goes like somebody finds out like I am dating your ex and that's how the conversation starts. I'm just assuming like it is how
But
it is
okay.
done. Unless it was a very healthy relationship and it
Yeah,
ended
yeah.
for a reason, then maybe we can all sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah.
But it just ended on a very bad note. And if the other person is dating your ex, I think then it makes sense. I'm not sure. I think so. Because I've never had a situation
no,
like
I am
this.
putting you in the situation per se. I'll give you an exact, detailed anecdote. Okay, again, we have been best friends since forever. We are whatever. Okay, and
Not to a best friend, just a best friend. Not
okay,
a best
let's
friend.
not do best friend. Let's do.
Because best friends are out of picture. Here.
Right.
You can't do best friends.
Yeah.
You cannot.
You cannot even do anybody she saw, honestly. Like, just looked
No,
his
yeah.
way, no.
No, not best friends.
That's
Only
how
friends.
honestly I am. I'm like, even if she looked his way, that's AO already. Like, that's brother.
Yeah, okay. Let's do friends.
Let's do a good friend you have.
A good friend.
A good female friend you have. And they were in a, I'll give you both situations where it was a good, healthy relationship. It sadly died out because of XYZ reasons. And then here's another one where she was just casually dating maybe someone and then they also drifted apart. And I don't know how, but apparently you have both the choices or whatever. Like, either tell me, like, situation one, what you will do in situation two. One being a serious relationship that had a sad ending, and one that your best friend just casually saw. So
I think
first-
I would not date somebody's ex if that was a healthy relationship because I think they still would have feelings for each other or they still would have been like healing from that thing even if it died off, right? I don't think so. A
I think-
casual dating is
yeah.
a casual dating for a reason because they were not serious, they were not partners for life, they were not meant for each other, they were just casually dating. It's a term given for a reason. It's not like we are in a
Yeah.
relationship. They
Yeah.
started off as a casual relationship. It was a casual relationship. It is a casual relationship. Then maybe if I have a
count
feelings,
the number of casuals.
yes, then, but not in a serious relationship.
Yeah.
I would never.
Also, per se, this casual guy, okay, we have a person, it almost seems like.
Yeah.
So, would you go and confront her yourself, or would you wait for her to get to know about it and then have the confrontation?
No, I cannot hide things. That's
Good.
just me. I cannot, for the sake of God, I cannot hide things. I
Same.
need to like vent it out as soon
Yeah.
as I can because I
That's good.
don't like being in that situation
where,
where
like,
I'm
hiding
like
stuff.
where I'm like, oh, she's a bad girl, she's the bad human being. Like, I
Yeah.
cannot. So I
bet.
will just confront it. And if
Yeah.
that girl or guy, whatever, that
Yeah.
doesn't like it. So for me, friendship is more important than having a feelings from somebody for a certain time.
That's a
Because,
girl's
yeah,
girl, y'all.
That's a girl's girl. For me, friendship is
Yeah.
far more important now.
Yeah.
Because we can find
like
another
that.
guy. We can't find another girl.
I swear there are like 2 million people.
Please
in
do
the
not
world.
break your girl friendship because of your boyfriends.
Yeah.
I had this situation.
That came from the heart, you.
Please do not break your girls
Aw.
friends because of boyfriends because that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can find another guy.
Almost definitely. Gladly I've not had again. That's why I can only empathize with that.
Yeah. As I was talking about, please do not ditch your girlfriends because of your boyfriends unless it is very toxic or like you cannot just have it.
Yeah.
Then you can just talk it out rather than just ghosting slowly. And I think I've seen this a lot many times with people. The person just goes the another one just slowly over the time, ignoring this and that,
Yeah.
not giving time, and it hurts. Like the other person is
Yeah.
confused, like what did I do wrong? Where was I at for? Like rather than talk to me, like this is not working out, or I'm not giving you time, or
Yeah.
I don't think this friendship should work anymore. It is better to have a closure. People are very bad at giving you closures. They are very bad, and I've realized
Yeah.
this now. Like giving a closure is so important.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the other person just think of himself or herself like a very bad person, even though he or she was not.
Yeah.
Right? So I think I've had so many friendship breakups in my life. that now it's like I will take those friendship and guard it with the utmost protection that I have, that I cannot go let go of it. So because I think it made me realize a lot of things
Yeah.
about myself. I was a very dominant person in friendships also.
Oh.
I don't know how many of you will relate to it. I am a little bit dominant right now also. My little sister Avni, friend, she's also like, she's I think younger, maybe that's why she's like, okay Didi, okay I'll do it. But I am a little dominating in the situationships or relationship. That's how I am, because I think I get into that comfort zone where I can like just say that to somebody, and I don't think it's dominant. I just think I have that, what do you say, right to say that, but the other person can say like, oh, please calm down, girl. So I don't think people are very sensitive to a lot of things these days, and they're like, you cannot say this, you cannot say that, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. In friendship there is nothing. There is a boundary, but it's over time you build a boundary. It's like 3, 4, 5 years slowly you build a boundary, not like in the first 6 months, year or so. What do you think?
There was a lot to unpack in that. I'm like, it started from the friendship breakups, which gladly I can't relate to. Okay, but then, but yeah, I do
What
just
what do you think about the friendships now? Like if you
friendships
are
now in terms of.
like when you in now era, you had
Oh,
a
like in
friendship
this
from a
era
very
per se?
long time,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yes.
Let's per se we are a new friends, right?
We're new friends.
We
yeah.
are new friends. We don't know each other from a very long time.
Yeah.
We are just so, sometimes your friendship doesn't need a very long history to be
Yeah.
like to get that pure. Sometimes the friendships are pure from the day one.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Honestly, first thing that I've realized just as is that nobody taught us a very important skill, that is how to make friends as an adult.
There is a book called How to Make Friends.
No, but like no, you don't get, you actually get what I'm talking about. Like no, I need people to like actually teach us the real skills that we need in the real world. Because babe, when I came here,
But
and-
don't you think if I'm sorry to cut you, but don't you think if if this skill is to be taught, then it would be like a skill?
No, I would like to agree to disagree. Okay, I don't know how to say it, but like probably you're right. But sometimes I really feel I'm like probably you're right. That expression when she's like, I know I'm right.
I know
bitch.
I'm right. This skill cannot be taught. How to make friends, you cannot.
But it's
just a-
kind of I get it. But it's kind
it's from heart. Even if you like this, like I want you to be my friend. I know that skill, how to influence you to be my friend.
I get it. I get it.
That's not a friendship. I love it when she's like, you are right. I love that.
Because I'm such an emo talker and thinker, so I start with an emotion and then I find words. But she's like, I know what you're going. Never mind. So what I was trying to say is probably it's an emotion more than a what do you say, standpoint on something. That such an emotion. Sometimes I think somebody has taught us how to make friends as an adult. Because bro, I have never felt as lonely or like again, lonely and alone are two different things. You can be in a group of a room full of people and still be lonely. So that I've really felt like that there was for a long time there really wasn't someone that I could just count on. You're one of the very, 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 very few people, aka 2 people, that I might have in here who I can really count on.
Aww.
If I'm being utterly, utterly honest.
Damn, that's nice.
Yeah, and that's me being super vulnerable, by the way. So I don't know how
In
to
Canada?
In Canada, of course. And like I don't know how to again make newer friends, and just because honestly friendship these days, or the first time that I actually came out of my shelter and had to make new friends because school came along, so school friends and college friends because they're just there. I think one thing that I was talking to someone else also, I realized, which I thought is a very smart thing, how for most of our lives we make friends based on proximity.
Yeah.
This person is here, so he or she is my friend.
But I think that's okay.
Yes and no. Yes and no, but because as you grow up, I mean, they're good because those were innocent friendships, especially the ones made at school and college, right? And then you shape into each other and become this together, like a version of, a different duo altogether, right? But I think now as an adult, when you make friends, it's so much better to make intentional friends. The intention does not mean that there's a motive or purpose behind. When I say intentional friendships, I mean, is that person making me feel good? Is that person the kind of vibe I want to attract? Not just because they're sitting there and then they turn out to be a bag full of shit 4 months later. So a little intent now I put into before calling somebody my friend. And we should really not call everybody our friend.
Yeah, she was telling me this the
Yeah.
other day. We should not call anybody a friend. A colleague is a colleague.
Yeah, like not everyone is a
Is a
friend.
That's
No,
true.
we're just lazy with vocabulary. We're like, oh, she's a friend, she's a colleague, she's a co-worker, she's an acquaintance, she's just classmate. Use different words, guys, because when I again call my friends, they are my friends, dude.
Yeah, but I think people think calling somebody a
It's
colleague,
rude.
it's rude, or like they might make somebody feel bad.
Totally
I
get
totally
you.
get it because I am
totally
that
get
person.
you, yeah.
Like I can call
Yeah.
somebody who I met like a week or 2 weeks ago a friend. But now I think you can just add a friend as an adjective to it, a co-worker friend,
Yeah.
or an acquaintance friend,
Yeah.
or like a friend
a friend
of
I met at work, a friend I
Yeah.
met there, or something.
Something to set that boundary if you're not
Yeah.
a friend. But if you're a very good friends, then
Personally-
I'm like,
I personally think very strongly of that. I mean, I don't know how many people will agree or think that it's probably rude, or because I genuinely would not mind if somebody said, "Oh, she's a colleague," or "We met at work," or something like that, introducing me. I'd be so chill with
but then
that.
it's also nice to have that boundary set up because you get your thoughts straight. Like, oh, she
Yeah.
think of me as an acquaintance or as
Yeah.
a co-worker or
Yeah.
as a work partner,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
So I might not go deep down with my feelings as a friend. So
Right.
it protects you, it protects him or her as well. So I think
100%.
it's a good thing.
100%.
Oh, I learned a lesson today.
Hey.
Do more what makes you happy. Yeah.
Where did you watch that? Okay, I was like, bro, she's so random. Might I also tell you? Okay, so Sim, I'll just randomly go on and bitch about Sim a little because she has been at me for a while. So she'll randomly tune out of a conversation and she'll go in her own little tangent world and she'll be like, "हाँ, वैसे वो भी सही था." I'm like,
That's
we were
so
talking about a
mean.
little something,
I know,
no?
that's so. I don't know. I
Yeah.
am like this.
She'll be just, I'm talking, and like after a little while, she'll be like playing with her hair, looking on the side. I'm like, hey, what's up?
But yeah, that's me like getting my focus back.
I know, you too, I
It's
know.
So nice. But I think this was a nice podcast.
It was a fun little gossip session, I would say.
I told you whatever we will decide will be
Yeah.
nothing on the podcast
It will
recorded. And that's the same. I don't know where we went, north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
But that's just how it is. We are just talking our hearts out, guys.
Yeah.
If there is certain topic you guys want us to talk about, I don't know. Maybe
drop it in the comments.
Drop it in the comments, and yeah, maybe we can have a raw conversation around it, and let's see how that goes, right?
And now you guys know that's how the conversations are gonna be. Just grab your food, sit with your little laptops, pop in your headphones, whatever you wanna do. Just sit with us, and it's
Yeah.
be the third one in the gang. Like,
Yeah, we really
chat.
want us a third. So we
Yeah.
have like 2 camera setups. We're like one person sitting there,
Yeah.
one person sitting there, and we're
Yeah.
just talking to each other and all of you guys. So yeah, I think that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Let's just sign off from this episode. Okay, guys.
Alright then.
Alright, guys. This was a very fun first episode. Can you stop
was.
looking in the camera? She looks at the camera. I don't know for whatever reason she is. She's so used to looking in
Yeah,
the camera
honestly-
because of her content. She's like, am I looking good? Am I looking okay? Is the
No,
camera
it's
there?
it's not. I can't even see the viewfinder. It's just the habit of
Habit
looking
of
in the
looking at
lens instead of you. If you get it,
That's how I am, guys. I'm so sorry. I
shit.
just call out.
you're good. Oh, I realize. I think I have done this. Like I'm talking to you guys more than her. I'm sorry. I'll get a hang of
I'm
it.
just going to cut you out of the frame.
Yeah, actually, I think when I'm looking in the camera, do cut me out because that's gonna be weird. Just put your shot. Yeah, you're better at it. Clearly, I'll get there.
Perfect, guys. So that's how it is. We will see you guys in the episode 2,
Yeah.
which would be around living life in abroad, as we have so much tea
much
on
to talk
that.
about.
So that's it. We will see you guys in the next episode. Signing off. Have a very good night, good morning, good evening. I'm just blabbering. Bye.
Have fun.